Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. This week I am featuring Simon Hurley's new release called Photosynthesis. This is a beautiful collection. Look at how gorgeous this card came. I did a little foiling on there and I used this set right here and I used these small stripes, and then I used the dies that have all the flowers with it. So with the two cards, now this is just the second card that I've done. I've used every single die in the flowers except for this one little stamen right here. Haven't used that one yet, but I will. And so with this card and the other one, and I'm going to make many more videos because we're going to have fun with these stripes. Isn't that gorgeous? Just wait till I show you how I did that with the with this plate. It's so simple because you can foil on top of foil and it doesn't take it away. You know, it just adds to it. So that was a lot of fun. We'll do that in just a moment. I have a bunch of things out here to die cut. Now, in the last video, I did my sentiments and you saw me hot foil those. And on this one, we're going to do Love You So Much. Isn't that sweet? And this is what I did on the inside. So my base is just a light pink, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The black layer is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. The white layer is hammer mill cardstock because of the foiling. All of the links are below because I'm an affiliate. And so it's the hammer mill cardstock cut at 5 1/4 by 4. The inside piece is just a piece of Nina white cardstock at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Again, I'm an affiliate. Links are below for all of these products. Oh my goodness, we're going to have so much fun with this. I want to do a little die cutting. I want to show you these flowers. Aren't they so pretty? And I just mixed that cone flower in and this beautiful blue vase. I think it came out so fun. And I think that's the greatest thing about flowers is that you can mix and match color and it's always going to look fantastic. So I thought that came really well. And then I just did my little leaf here. I took this die right here and I just cut it about up to here and then I glued it on the outside of my envelope. So I thought that was a fun way to use a die on an envelope, right? All right, so let's just talk about, and then I'll step away and I'll cut and then we'll put some things together. So this little piece here to attach my flowers to, and then these 3 greenery pieces, what I call the little puppy ear leaf, and then the grass. I did not use any of the leaves that look like leaves, okay? I use like the grassy look in this vase. I used a green cardstock that's like a lime green, a bright green, not a dark green or a dull green, okay, with that. Now, this one right here, we're going to do this flower right here. This was the rose, kind of, I think it's a rose, like a wild one. And so this flower right here, I'm going to do it in a dark, like a red and then a pink on the top. I think that's how I did that one. Yes. And then I also did it with the light pink and a coral on the top, so I'll cut those out, okay? So I just tried to do, and it doesn't matter what you put on the top or what you put on the bottom, the dark, the light, it really seriously with these flowers does not matter, okay? So that's that. Now the cone flower, I used a bright yellow and then like an orangey kind of yellow. I needed 2 centers. I needed 1 yellow and then a brown one for my cone flowers, and then this one goes on the inside with this blue flower. I made a blue flower, and because flowers can be any color. So I used a bright blue, the same color as the vase, for my inside flower, and as the detailed one, and the dark blue is the more solid one, and then I put the yellow. Am I off camera? Bring it down right there, okay? I used this bright blue for the vase, the bright blue for the accent layer on top of the flower on the inside, and then like a darker blue, like a navy blue on the bottom of the flower, then a little yellow center. then my cone flower, will just go back over that again, because I think I was completely off camera with these guys. I just have a bright yellow, like an orangey yellow, and a brown right here. So I'm going to break away. I'm going to get all of these cut and then come back with you, and we'll do some foiling and we will put this beautiful card together. But I just thought at first I'd show you what all I used. I gave you my measurements, and we'll just go from there with this absolutely wonderful set, Photosynthesis by Simon Hurley. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I thought after I die cut everything, I thought I'd get back on here. We'll put some things together and decorate the envelope and the inside of the card. I love these vases. Each and every card that I do with this collection, I'm going to use a different vase. So far I've used this one and this one. I love that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that embossing on there. So nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and start to assemble here a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and attach my greenery. This is an envelope, and I wanted to make sure I had it going the right way, because you know, if I've done it, you've done it. I've glued envelopes upside down and before. I know everybody's done it. So I'm using some Gina K Connect glue here, and I'm putting it just around a little bit. And I'm going to put that in the corner and let it kind of flare out like that. That's pretty, just like that. And then we'll do another one. See, this die, you know, it has a long stem. I just cut it short, because it can go in the vase too. We'll have to cut some of those stems to put it in the vase when we get the card ready. But we have to foil first, right? My favorite. But I thought after I had these cut, I was like, oh, I could really save a little bit of time and energy other than move them and then move them back and everything. I thought I'd get back on here and just start to do a little bit. Okay, here's the inside of the card. And we'll use the little blue flower here. And from what I gather, this large point here is the kind of the bottom. And then these little hooks right here, from what I've seen on a picture. But I don't think that it would be wrong to place it any other way, because it's supposed to look just a little kind of wild, you know, because it's just like, these are just wildflowers. That one is like a wild rose, and it has the daffodil. But like I said, I don't think, before I get my glass mat all sticky again. I'm good at it. I'm good at getting it all full of glue. So, you know, maybe it went like that. See, I don't really think it matters. I'm going to do it like that this time. I don't know. I really don't think it matters, honest to goodness, just as long as it's just kind of wonky. Just a little bit of glue on this yellow right here, and I'm going to put that right in the center. Wonderful. And then this right here is going to go on the inside of the card. Does it matter? I don't think so, really. I'm just going to put it like that. Wonderful. And let's just go ahead and glue it to the inside while I'm at it, right? Why not? So this piece is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I like to decorate my envelopes and the inside of the card, and honestly, if I don't do it with you guys, look how pretty that looks together with that light pink. If I don't do it with you guys, I'm going to have a million projects all over this craft room not completed. And I do like to complete them, because then sometimes I'll take them down to the shop and put them, depends if I sell some. I have been selling a few cards. So I'm really happy about that. So here's our little stems. I love this in this collection because I love that he put this up here so that we can put our flowers on there, right? So let's do our cone. So I'm going to put the solid in the back and then this in the front, and I'm just going to glue it down on this large piece right here because it kind of, it just kind of alternates itself just like that. And then I'm going to take the little brown piece and I'm going to stick this up here, and it fits up here perfectly. And then I'm going to take a little glue and put it right here on this circle. I love this. Instead of just having one straight, you know, piece of greenery. Why is my brown not sticking? Stick. Because I'm being impatient, that's why. And then I'm just going to place this right here. And I'm just going to push it down on that little dot. And look at that. It picks the whole thing up just wonderfully. Isn't that great? Now, I will put some foam on my flowers. So I'm just going to put one back here and put that off to the side. That one's completed. Let's do our red one here. And I did like a pink front. And that one for surely goes like that, for sure. Okay, and then this comes like this. And the cone flower goes one way, you can tell. I don't think so much with the other one because it's round. It's the greatest thing about round, right? Doesn't matter. So I'm going to just put that right there. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put a dot of glue right here. I'm going to take my flower. And I'm just going to press it right into there, right where I want my stem to be. Perfect. I love it. And that, I'm going to put that right on top of that. Great. Okay, now which was the other one? We have this one here is like that pink, and I did a coral color for the top here. Or I should say the accent of the petals. And yeah, it goes like that. And right in here, just so that things overlap. I'm going to turn this over. And now, wow, I've really consolidated a bunch of stuff down here and ready when we get ourselves all glimmered. We're going to have fun. I really loved designing this card just to do that. I had that idea the other night. And I'm going to leave, of course, well, let's go ahead and attach some foam to these guys. Just a little bit. Let's see, this one, yeah, I want that to be the bottom. And I'll just get some little pieces here. And I'm going to put this one here. I guess you have to take some off, right? To get this sticky. I'm just going to put that one right there. And I'll put this one right about in here. Okay. And I love this piece of grass. It's so pretty, right? Just fun. That'll come in like that. I want my foam up here on this piece. And I'll put that right there. Okay, so that's good. Now let's do our vase. The little vase, because we have to stick things down in it, you definitely don't want anything across the top of it, okay? So you want to use something long and thin that kind of goes down the center there to give it, you know, stability. So this is what I do. I put this here, this way now my stems could go on either side, okay? And then I just take some little dimensionals on this and put it to the side here, a little, cut your foam little, just like that, okay? And there's plenty of room in there not to get stuck, okay? But it'll keep all your stems in your vase. So we have that ready. Wonderful. Now, the Love You So Much, I'm just going to put one foam here because it's going to rest on our vase. So just one on that side, because then I'll put a little bit of glue here where that's going to already be elevated. All right, so there's that. And all right, we are ready. Let me go ahead and clean this up and let me get that glimmer system in here, and we'll cut foil and we're going to really make a beautiful card. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, let's talk a little bit about preparing our foil. Now, I like to use this quick trim from Spellbinders. I've seen a lot of people use trimmers or scissors, whatever they like. But I like this. It makes a nice straight cut and saves on my foil. Also, this little tray right here is, or the top of it is raised up a little bit so you can move your foil underneath it. Now, I'm going to use this piece, but I want to show you what I did here, because my hot foil is longer than like the width of this, okay? So I put this out here and I put my top on. See, now I can kind of get a hold of this and pull it if I need to, okay? But what it is, see, this is too long for the width, so I went like this, okay? And then that's how I got this piece right here. Okay, I'm not going to cut this one yet. I'm going to cut that one. So then when I cut this like this, I had this big piece, okay? So I made that card, and now we're going to make this card. So really, out of one slice, I can get 4 cards because I have the negatives of this too. So I'll show you that. I will use that with my solid hot foil plate also. I might just do that and show it to you. So now I've turned this long ways so that I can cut it. I like to take my foil off of the side just a tad, just a little bit, so that I can kind of scooch it when I need to. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to put this right here. And I really want to cut on this line right here. So I'm going to scooch this out just a little bit to help me out. And I'm going to come right here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Now you have 2 of these. One says foil, one says paper. They are excessively sharp. I mean, not even extremely. I'm talking excessively. So I'm going to take that blade right there. I'm going to put it into this groove. Now you need, the little trick here is you need to feel the blade drop into the groove, because remember, this is raised up just a little bit. So I'm pressing this down to hold my foil. Now I felt it hit the groove right in there, and I'm just going to slice just right up there. Good. Now immediately I like to put this weapon away. So, and I think with the way that I cut it, I will be able to get my other one out of this. You don't want to have, yes, that'll be perfect. You don't want to have too much foil, because then you could get over foiling and then you get little spots, okay? So now we have our foil cut, and we have our piece right there that we're going to use. Now, I've showed you these. They come in 3 different stripes. So I'll be using this for sure. Now, my machine's ready. I'm not, but my machine is. So, but it's okay. It can sit there. It's no problem. Now, this is my hammer mill cardstock. It's 5 1/4 by 4. I'm using the grid on my glass mat, okay? And with an order, I got this low-tack craft tape for free. I really, really like it. I have to admit that. Okay, I'm going to just hold my paper down. Now, to do something like this, to line it up straight, I find it best, I was taught on videos how to do a hinge technique. I'm lining it up to get it straight, just like that. Okay, so I do the best you can. I'm going to get a piece of tape. Okay, And I'm just going to tape this down. Now, what this does right here is gives me a little hinge. So I'm going to flip this back. And the thing you need to remember when you do the hinge is you need to see the tape. You need to see that little bit of tape in there, okay? The glimmer machine is heating up. I'm getting hot. How funny. I take my jacket off. Okay, so now what we're going to do, and always remember with foiling, pretty to pretty. The pretty side of the foil goes to the pretty side of the plate. Now I know you're like, what? But actually what's going to happen is the plate, when it gets hot, pushes the foil into the paper. So that's how this kind of works, from what I gather. Now I'm going to close my hinge, okay? And I see a small bit right here of foil, and you want to, okay? Because then you know you've got it covered. All right, now I'm going to take this piece right here. I really like this tape because it's not picking up any of the paper. I really, really like that. Okay, now I'm going to push my timer. It's blinking. I'm going to take my project to my Glimmer hot foil machine, and I'm going to just place this down on my machine, just like that. Now, there's 2 plates. When you get this machine, it comes with the little silicone mat, and this is a magnet. I'll show you how that works in just a few minutes. But I think you guys, if you haven't seen me and you're new, I will show you, okay? So it comes with these 2. This is kind of like a frosty green. It's called the thin shim. You want this one down first. I just learned the other day that this is like a heat protectant. And don't worry about getting foil all over here. A little bit of acetone takes it right off. I think I've cleaned this thing already about 5 or 6 times. So now I'm going to place both my shims and then the spacer pad on top. Okay? The other thing is there's always a learning curve, okay? Because you have to learn your machines to where like some machines need a shim, some do not. I'm doing pretty well. So far, so good with my new Platinum 6. Oh, good. We are solid over there, right? Okay. Don't let me smash my work over there. Let me make sure I can I roll my handle? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to undock this. See how I'm solid? All 3 lights are solid. I'm going to undock it. I'm going to bring it to my Spellbinders Platinum 6. Let me scooch that over a little bit and get in camera here. Let's move that just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to roll it through. Now watch. I'm rolling slowly. Okay. You want that to press into the paper. Now, if I felt like I needed more pressure, I don't think I do. I'm going to roll mine back. Okay. Just to give it a second shot. But if I thought I needed more pressure, my machine came with a spacer, you know, like a shim. So everything is linked below. If you would love one of these systems, everything is linked below for you to purchase. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see how I did. I'm going to undock that. Let's put it right here, okay? Put my plates up there. All right, let's see how we did here. Whew! That came right off. Okay, now watch. This magnet picks it right up because it's hot. Put it on the silicone mat. Release it with the button. Okay? Now, the great reveal, right? Let's see what kind of a job I did. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now, I have to say this. See where this line right here is a little thicker? When I do the solid hot foil sheet, okay, that might not look right. Does that make sense? So I'm kind of saving these, and I'm going to try it out, but if I don't like it, that's okay. You know, you got to do what you like. So I have even my other ones from the other, but I thought even if maybe if I cut it back, this is more even. I'm not sure. So Well, this one I actually hashtagged over it, so probably can't use that one, but we'll see what we'll see. You know, you never know. You could get a nice little background strip out of this or something like that. So, all right. Now, let's do the same process. This is heating up. Okay, let me take my tape off. I think I need a new piece here. Have one right here. Okay. All right, now what I did was I brought this back in. I lined it back up. Do the best I can to line things up this way because, you know, these are lines, you know. Okay, and I'm going to put this here. I'm going to bring this right here. And then just wherever that you want it, you know. Like if you want it a little bit higher this time, or if you want it right in the middle, you know, wherever that you want it, just place it. I want it down here again. And again, I'm just using my grid lines on my glass mat. And I'm just going to put my tape right here. Make my hinge. Now watch, we're going to cross over this foil, which is so fun. I'm going to roll this back. I want to see my tape. My cardstock moved a little bit. Okay. Now, remember, pretty to pretty. So pretty side up, pretty side to me, okay? Because pretty's right here when you do the hinge technique, okay? Now right there, I'm bringing that down. I could kind of scooch that in. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that gold foil. Oh, there we are. I pushed my timer. I'm not even over there. I'm going to put this here. Now, the one thing I want to tell you don't do is put the tape over your foil. It'll pick it back up, okay? So there we go. I think we're good. I'm going to pick this all up just like this. We're going to place it right here on our machine. I'm just kind of supporting it, making sure it doesn't go anywhere. We're good. That's heating up. I'm going to bring my plates in. The light green and then the clear. The light green has heat protectant properties. And place that right there, and I'm just going to let that heat up. Oh, I hope it comes out good. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. Okay, let's see, I want to make sure I don't hit that. Yeah, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to scooch that over while that... Ooh! Wow, that heat up fast today. Well, I've been using it a lot. Because sometimes when I turn the foil machine on, everything, I'm like, oh, let me just go ahead and foil this. Oh, let me foil that. All right, here we go. I'm rolling through slowly. Taking my time. This is real time. I'm not slowing it down or speeding it up or anything like that. Now I'm going to come back the other way because it seemed to work out good. You have to learn your machines, you know, so there might be some times that I have to shim it. Sometimes maybe not. Sometimes maybe I don't need to run it through twice. Maybe once, you know, I'll learn it. So that's okay. All right. Let's see what we have. Woo! That just picked up right, that just came right off of it. Look at how gorgeous that is. Let me pick this up. See? I'll release it. Get this out of the way. And this out of the way. Oh, look at that. It looks like a ribbon, right? Let's see. I think we could go right into our card, can't we? Let me just turn this off. I'm done with this. Hang on. Hang on. Let me move my machine. All right. Now, let's see. I think we could just go right into it, right? Didn't this come out gorgeous? Wow. Look at that. I mean, you can turn it like this. You can do it like that. You know, whatever floats your boat. I'm going to go ahead and mount it to the black. Whatever floats your boat. And put my foil up. And we'll go ahead do that. And now this just has 1/8 of an inch. So the measurements for the back, for the black, which is on the back of the white, are 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, just like that. It gives us a nice border, and I think that black frames out that gold beautifully. Now, then we're going to put this on here because the white is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, I just wanted that 1/8 of an inch border. And then this is just going to go right here. And this has a pretty pink and black and gold. Isn't that beautiful? Just like that. So simple. Very, very nice. I really want to smooth that down. Turn it over so I don't mar anything pressing on it, right? Okay, nice. Now, we have the inside completed. We have our envelope completed. Isn't that fun that we did all of that? All right, let's go ahead and place our vase first. And I want a little bit of my gold showing on the bottom. So take off my pieces here. And I'm going to set this right here, almost like it's on a shelf. Now remember we had the our sentiment, and I put the foam on the left side. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the right, just like that. And I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to let that just touch the vase. If you had a friend that didn't feel good, wouldn't this be a nice card to send them? Just love you so much, right? Okay, let's start with our flowers. I'm going to put this one in first. And let's see, because sometimes you have to cut. Yeah, I'll have to give it a little snip at the bottom, okay? Just cut off a little bit, and then just place your flower where you want it. That one foam is going to hold it. You're good to go. In fact, I want to come down just a little bit. I just saw that. Okay, good. Just come down just a little bit, right there. Okay. Now I'm going to put the cone flower. And let's see how that, see how nice they slip in there? But look, see, you don't want it to come out the bottom, right? So I want this little guy up here toward the top. He's not going to come out the bottom, so I'm happy with that. Scooch him over a little bit. I'm going to put him right there. And now we're going to put our red flower in here. And I'm going to bring this in. I know we have to cut this one, but we'll see. I'll bring it in here. Yeah, see? Now, what you can do, you could like set it and then cut it, but I like to cut it first. So that nothing's, you know, hanging out the bottom. Whoop. And you don't want to come away from your vase up there. So I want to just bring it in here, kind of holding my finger there to curl that around. And I'm going to put my flower to the side. Just like that. Pretty, right? Nice. We are coming along. Let me get my little bits and pieces out of the way here. Good. Now, let's go ahead and place our greenery. And, you know, we've already put our foam and everything on it. So much fun. When, you know, when you have all of that done, and then you can just, like, put your card together. I think that's awesome. I love the little pup. I call it a puppy ear. That's my puppy ear leaf. Just like that. And let's come in with this little one. And put this here. Okay. Just like that. And then we're going to come in with this kind of grassy looking one. Am I sticky? Wait a minute. Well, I think I've touched it so much that I've lost my sticky on it. Let me get another piece. Let's see. Let me cut one. Oh, here's one right here. I always cut small ones to have them ready. But yes, I think that was my bad. I touched it so much. Okay. And now this one I'm just going to tuck in here, and I want it to just kind of come down and maybe like, let's see, like right in there. That's good, right there. Let's see. I think I might want this blade on top of that one. Yes, just like so. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, we're done. Here is our card, guys. How much fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this wonderful collection, Photosynthesis, designed by Simon Hurley. And I know I'm having a blast with it. Look at this foiling. Didn't that come out fantastic? Wow. All right. I just love them. And the inside too. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.